Okay, so it's time to address these requests. It like roughly a week of release, so we got more info on how most units work. Before we start, please like, share and subscribe. I hate going to lobby because of this slower movement speed. I'm going to break the build down in 3 sections, so crit, DPS and full damage, in other word nuke. So what is a crit build? Crit build to me is basically units that attack really fast. What I mean by really fast is low SP units, so they attack fast enough to trigger the crits. Or if a unit do multi-hits every attack to trigger it. So do you see where I'm going with this? DPS build now is a bit different. DPS build is a combination of both SP with damage. What do I mean by that, you may ask? Low SP with high base damage. For full damage or nuke build, you're basically sacrificing your SP for raw damage. So what skill tree should I use on which unit? Please note that technique plays a role on build as well. If you have a crit based technique, just go crit, so the unit can take advantage of it. Also note that bleed, burn etc. works off max damage. For example, first on the list is crit build. So minus SP into crit damage, then minus SP into enlightened, empower, then to top left nodes. This is what it looks like when activated. The vision here was a mistake on this build, but otherwise from that, this is the crit build. So who should you the crit build? Units that attack multiple times units or raw DPS. For example, Saritama could arguably go DPS build as well. Recommend for units that has high base damage. I don't recommend crit for bleed, burn units. Now let's dive into the DPS build. DPS build is similar to nuke build, but with a few changes. Both bleed, burn units and non-bleed. Burn units can use this. Remember, it depends on technique. So overlord units can go this route as well. As usual, SP into crit damage. Speed. If you guys haven't already, like and subscribe. Please do, it only takes a second. Enlighten, then empower into crit 2. Don't go to this side. Go to these 2 top right. You should mostly use this build on unit that bleed, burn etc. So like these guys. Alright boys, for nuke build. Four players with mostly overlord. This is straightforward, not only to boost his bleed. This build also maximizes his ability, his nuke. If you don't know, with evolution he gets an ability, which is basically a whole map nuke. Now for the skill tree. Starting off with SP, crit damage, then empower 2. Remember, it's nuke, so no SP. Enlightened, crit 2, empower 3. It's quite they added shatter here, but you have to take. Lastly, dev mastery. Let me explain a little about the middle path. It is based on the enemy's weakness to a certain elements. For example, Yami element is dark, in other word demonic, so he deals 1.5x damage to holy enemies. Every map has different enemies with different elements. Alright boys and girls, that's it for this video. Take care.